What is up guys, this is XYZ and welcome back to the channel, and today guys I'm bringing you my XYZ Union deck profile. Guys, this deck was a request of one of you guys and I gotta tell you, I missed playing this deck, not gonna lie. This deck is one of the oldest decks and it was really strong in the past, but unfortunately Konami reworked the skill, making it way more unplayable than it was in the past. Still, it's a very fun and rewarding deck to play. And guys, if you wanna get a really rewarding deck, this is the deck to go to. Anyway, without any further ado, let's just get into the deck profile, and like always we start with the skill, and it's Seto Kaiba, and the skill is Union Combination. Keep in mind guys, I have the older version of the skill, because the new one has an extra line of text. So, this skill says that you can activate this skill during your main phase, and then, with the new errata, you have to send one card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. And then you can fusion summon one Light Machine fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your graveyard or field as fusion materials. Then, for the rest of this turn, your opponent will not take any more damage. So guys, in the past, being able to fusion summon without putting a card from your hand in the bottom of the deck was really strong, and this deck would probably be still very strong in this current format if the skill did not get errated. But unfortunately, that extra card you lose to the bottom of the deck makes this a way harder skill to play and to make use of, therefore making the deck a little bit more weak than it was. Anyway, moving on into the deck profile itself, we start with double copies of X Head Cannon, double copies of Y Dragon Head, and triple copies of Z Metal Tank. These are the standard ratios the deck usually plays. We play triple Z because of the field spell, which I'm gonna get to right now. So we start the spells with triple copy of Union Hanger. This card is the bread and butter of the deck, and it's really strong. Because if you guys don't know what this card does, it says that when this card is activated, you can add one Light Machine Union monster from your deck to your hand. Then once per turn, if a Light Machine Union monster is normal special summoned to your side of the field, you can target one of those monsters and equip one appropriate Light Machine Union monster with a different name from your deck to that monster. But the Union monster we equip cannot be special summoned that turn. So this basically works in a way that we activate the field spell, and then we normal summon Y Dragon Head, which is the only one that will trigger the effect, to equip from deck the Z Metal Tank on it. And this is why we play triple Z, because we constantly want to have a Z available in deck to equip off of the Union Hanger. But moving on, we play double Book of Moon, as the deck has a huge emphasis on setting monsters your opponent controls face down because of one of the fusions that I'll show you guys in a little bit. Moving on, we also play double copy of MST to run out the spells. Next, moving on into the traps, we play triple copy of Union Scramble, and this card is insanely strong in this deck. And guys, for those of you who don't know what this card does, you can basically target up to 3 banished Light Machine normal monsters or Light Machine Union monsters and special summon them. And guys, by the way, if you didn't know, you banish your materials to summon your fusion monsters, so this card is constantly live and it's really strong. It also has a secondary effect that allows you to banish this card from the graveyard, except during the turn it was sent there, to target and add one Light Machine normal or one Light Machine monster that is banished and add it to your hand. So this card is a very insane card in this deck, and it's the reason why this deck is actually so good. But moving on into the rest of the traps, we play one Floodgate Trapple and double Paleozoic Canadia. Like I said, this deck has a huge emphasis on setting monsters face down, so we wanna max out on cards that do just that. And now guys, we move into the extra and side deck, and we start the extra with double copies of XYZ Dragon Cannon, as this is the main boss monster of the deck, and he allows you to discard one card and target one card on the side of the field and destroy it. This is very strong because it's not once per turn. Moving on, we play double copies of YZ Tank Dragon. This card is the second best in my opinion, and that's why we play it at 2. So this one allows you to discard one card and target one face-down monster your opponent controls and destroy it. And that's why we play Book of Moon, Floodgate Trapple and Canadia to set their monsters and then destroy them with the YZ Tank Dragon, as he's the monster we'll be summoning most of the time. Moving on, we also play one XY Tank Cannon and one XY Dragon Cannon. You will not summon these two as often, but they still have effects that make them worthwhile playing. So the XY Tank Cannon allows you to discard one card and destroy one face down spell trap your opponent controls. The XY Dragon Cannon allows you to discard one card, then target one face up spell trap your opponent controls and destroy that target. And guys, to summon these bad boys, you can actually use monsters that are in your spell and trap zone. Why? Because they do not specify monster, they just say the name of the card. And the name of the card is still their original name while they're in spell and trap zones. So these fusions are actually way easier to summon than you would think. Moving on into the side deck, we play one copy of Jinzo, as you can special summon a lot of monsters in this deck very easily and you can tribute them to summon Jinzo. Next we play double Diffusion, deal with some competitive decks in this format, and double Lost Wind because this card is really strong. And lastly but not least we also play one copy of Mind Crush if your opponent is playing a deck that searches a lot of cards. So this is all for the side deck, and now I'm gonna show you the entire deck list. And here you guys have the main deck, if you guys wanna take a look and copy the deck for yourselves to play, and I advise you to do so because this deck is really fun and rewarding to play. And here you guys have the extra and side deck if you wanna copy them as well. We play 20 cards in the main deck because we do not want the deck to be too bricky since we play a low monster count, and we play 6 in extra inside deck. But anyway guys, this is all for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and if you like my kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, that will help out a lot. And guys, if you have any suggestion on a future video you would like to see, like a deck profile or something like that, or even a new type of video, feel free to comment down below, as I read all of your comments and will try my best, if possible, to bring you the content you ask for or the specific deck you want to. But anyways guys, and like always, this is XYZ, and I'll see you on the next video. Out!